Happy Sunday, everyone. Well, today's message is going to be one that's going to encourage you to do some thinking, asking yourself some questions. The more we ask ourselves those deeper questions, the more we end up getting some true guidance, listening to our inner self, finding out what our truth is. And of course, so far, all of my videos have been leading up to you empowering yourself more. It takes practice, and the more that you do it, the better you get at it. But today I want to ask you this question. I have some notes, so I'm going to look down. But ask yourself, what are you sitting on right now that looks like maybe even your greatest challenge or obstacle? But in reality, it may just be your greatest blessing in disguise. Just think about that for a moment. What are you sitting on right now that looks like your greatest challenge or obstacle, but it might just be the greatest blessing in disguise? That can look like a bunch of different things for us. A loss of a job, a relationship ending, even sometimes when we get sick. Because like I had mentioned in my one video about the emotions are a message to us. So when we experience uncomfortable circumstances, it stirs up a bunch of different emotions. So what are those emotions trying to get our attention on? Sometimes these messages even come in dreams. Last week, not this past week, but literally last week, I know I like to describe it as a crunchy week. A lot of emotional, had a lot of emotional experiences. And it was just trying to get my attention. And that was perfectly fine, because it was things that I was being asked to clear within me. Matter of fact, I'll use this as an example of one of the things that happened or occurred, because we're not victims, right? I was dreaming that I was smelling burnt toast, and it jolted me out of my dream to where I then said to my husband, I smell something burning. He flew out of bed and just went rushing to see what was burning. And as he was doing that, I was sitting in bed and I'm going, smells like burnt toast. Burnt toast. Now, I've never experienced that in a dream before. In meditation, I have smelt frankincense actually earlier that week. And that was the first time that had happened during a meditation. I've experienced visions, I've experienced physical pain, but never smelling anything. And a fellow student of mine, no, I shouldn't say not a student, we're students together. He was really good at being able to interpret dreams and those things. And it was a message that, hey, you're getting burned out. But I also felt, my intuition told me that it was also helping me burn away toxic emotions that I had been feeling all week because of everything that was coming up for me. And once I sat back and I realized, that experience, these emotions that I'm feeling, even though they're uncomfortable, they're bringing so much light into my experience, releasing emotions that no longer serve me. So I encourage you to get curious with yourself. What have you been experiencing? Whether it's an interaction with someone, that it's an ongoing pattern, or maybe something that you're experiencing that's uncomfortable, and in any area of your life. What is that greatest challenge that you are experiencing? And what could potentially be the beautiful blessing and message that is behind that? If it's a loss of a job, that means that there's a better job for you out there. If it's the end of a relationship, that means maybe there's somebody better and more suited for you. Maybe it's a situation that happened with your child. I ran into that this week. A situation with my son, where it allowed me the opportunity to help guide him and empower him. Because we're not victims. Things don't happen to us. They happen for us. Of course, you have to choose to look at it that way. But ask yourself, are my thoughts that I'm and the emotions that I'm feeling, are they empowering or are they disempowering? How do I want to feel? Do I want to learn the lesson and grow from it? Or do I want to continue to do the same thing I've always done? And when we continue to do the same thing we've always done, we just end up getting the same results. So ask yourself, how do I want to show up in this world differently? What do I want to experience? How do I find joy and love and peace in my life? Well, it starts right here. It starts within. And the more you start peeling away the layers of the onion to what has been holding you back, because fear is lower states of consciousness. Fear, in biblical wise, it's the work of the devil. So it doesn't matter what you call that which is greater than us. We know there's one creator who created this, and that we just continue to create for our creator. But what do you choose to create? Peace and harmony, love and unity? Does that mean that everything is always going to be sunshines and rainbows? No, because we're still human. We still have our human experiences. But the more you do the inner work and start diving deeper, it makes it more comfortable. The more you can, because it's energy, right? So how do you move energy? Well, you have to be able to move the energy through your body. The uncomfortable energy and the positive. But what do you want to anchor in? That's your choice. Do you want to anchor in the positive, more of the positive experiences? Or do you prefer to live in the dark? To feel uncomfortable in your body and in your thoughts? It's a choice. I know my purpose here, my purpose. I am a starseed. You've never heard me say that before. So I am the light, and that is my purpose. One of my purposes here. What is yours? Do you feel that you thrive when you are in a positive environment? When you are in service to others? You can help just by shining your light. Your beautiful soul. Do you feel your purpose maybe to be in service to others, but you're not quite sure what that is? That's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it's just raising your own consciousness so your inner star shines. That helps someone navigate through theirs and raise their consciousness. We never know, right? But the one thing is that we all know that we are in charge of ourselves. You get to choose how you want to feel. Not the government. Not the, even some, gurus. Not our doctors. Our children. They've been conditioned just like the rest of us. But we're being asked to live in our sovereignty. And in order to truly embody that, you have to start living in your body. You have to start asking yourself those questions. So, take some time, if you feel called to do it, and ask yourself, what am I sitting on right now that may be my biggest challenge, but is truly a blessing in disguise? And that could be a great blessing. And then ask yourself, what potential may be merely 3 to 4 feet away from me right now that is spectacular? Am I holding myself back? Or am I giving myself permission to move forward regardless of how it feels? Because that's how we grow. We grow when things feel uncomfortable. If it doesn't feel uncomfortable, then we're not growing. That's part of growing. I'd love to hear what comes up for you. What is it that you may be dealing with? If I can assist you, please feel free to email me. I'm always offering a complimentary session. It may just give you some clarity. But feel free to reach out, email, and schedule that complimentary session. I'm here to serve you and help you navigate through whatever it is you may be navigating. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for liking my videos. I really, really appreciate it, because together we can help other people get this message out. Everything is algorithms, but the whole purpose is to help people navigate through what is and start creating more of what they want to experience. So again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. And until next week, have a wonderful Sunday. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.